Welcome everyone and thank you for tuning in today as we dive into another incredible journey into the world of valuable coins, mysterious minting anomalies, and the surprising treasures hiding in the pockets, jars, drawers and change piles of everyday people, and this time we're stepping into the remarkable story of the 2017 P1 cent coin, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors, researchers and enthusiasts across the world because of the rare, fascinating and often unexpected mistakes and minting errors that have turned some of these little copper-plated zinc cents into astonishingly valuable treasures, with certain rare specimens estimated at values reaching all the way up to $10 million due to the combination of rarity, historical significance and extraordinary minting anomalies that set them apart from the millions of ordinary 2017 pennies produced at the Philadelphia Mint. And as we begin this deep exploration into why this coin, which seems so common at first glance, can hold such staggering worth, it's important to welcome you to the channel and invite you to immerse yourself fully into this unfolding adventure where a tiny mark, a subtle doubling, an unusual strike, a misplaced element or a dramatic mechanical malfunction at the mint can transform everyday pocket change into a life-changing collectible. So let's begin unraveling the countless possibilities, theories and numismatic details behind the incredible narrative of the 2017 penny. A coin known not only for being the first United States 1-cent coin in over 2 centuries to bear a visible mint mark from Philadelphia but also for being the subject of immense fascination due to the errors and minting irregularities that have made some examples priceless in the eyes of collectors. And as we look at this coin, we must understand that 2017 marked a historic moment because the mint decided to place the letter P beneath the date on the Lincoln cent as a special gesture to honor the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint. And this seemingly simple decision created an entire wave of enthusiasm, speculation and excitement among collectors. But what really pushes certain 2017 cents into astronomical value is not merely the mint mark but the imperfections that sometimes occur during mass production, anomalies that turn routine minting runs into accidental masterpieces of rarity. So when we talk about the possibility of a 2017 penny being worth $10 million, we are not just describing an ordinary cent but rather an extraordinary marvel that emerges from a blend of historical significance, minting errors rarely duplicated, and collector demand that skyrockets value when all factors align in a way that defies expectations. And to truly appreciate how these coins become so valuable, we need to think about the wide spectrum of errors that can occur during the minting process, such as dramatic double dies where the details on Lincoln's portrait or the lettering shows subtle or sometimes extreme doubling due to misalignment during die creation. And if a collector finds a sharply doubled date or doubled letters in Liberty or I in God We Trust, the rarity and demand multiply rapidly, because a doubled die on a historic year like 2017 with that unique P mark can be viewed as a once-in-a-generation collectible. And when you add to this the possibility of off-center strikes where the design is stamped visibly away from the center of the planchet, or broad strikes where the coin expands outward due to escaping the collar during minting, or clipped planchets where pieces of metal are missing before the strike, the fascination grows even stronger because each of these anomalies adds personality, intrigue and scarcity to the coin, turning it from standard currency into an exceptional artifact. And among the most desirable mistakes are dramatic off-center strikes that show Lincoln's profile pushed to the edge, sometimes missing the date or showing the mint mark in a bizarre position. And when collectors encounter such unusual placements, especially combined with the historical P marking, the value skyrockets because enthusiasts recognize that these mistakes result from mechanical misalignment that is extremely rare, particularly in modern mints where precision is typically extremely high, making such errors not only odd but also worthy of immense collector attention. And then there are the more subtle yet still highly valuable errors such as die cracks, where the die suffers from stress fractures during repeated use, causing small raised lines on the finished coin that often travel across Lincoln's portrait or through the shield on the reverse. And these cracks can vary in size and shape, sometimes forming patterns that collectors nickname things like lightning cracks or die breaks that reveal the wear and tear of the minting process. And in rare instances, large die breaks create dramatic raised blobs of metal called cuds, which collectors adore because they are clear indicators that the coin was made during a moment of mechanical failure at the mint, making each one unique. And when you combine this kind of uniqueness with the historic P mark and the backing of collector excitement surrounding the 2017 cent, you create a market where even simple mistakes become highly sought after, but when you encounter spectacular ones, their value becomes immeasurable, which is how we get to the possibility of a specimen being valued as high as $10 million, particularly if it combines multiple errors such as a double die, an off-center strike, a dramatic planchet flaw, and perhaps even a rare transitional metal composition error, which sometimes happens when leftover planchets from the previous year or series are accidentally used, and such composition mistakes can be confirmed through specialized tests, turning a regular-looking penny into an invaluable scientific and historical anomaly. And as collectors evaluate these possibilities, they also consider the condition of the coin, because even the rarest error gains exponential value when preserved in pristine, uncirculated or near-perfect condition with sharp details, clean surfaces and little to no wear, and if a 2017 penny with an extraordinary minting mistake is discovered in mint state 67, 68 or even 69, the number of potential buyers grows dramatically, especially among high-end collectors who are willing to pay astronomical amounts for museum-quality rarity, and the 2017 penny's unique background also fuels speculation because it represents a one-year-only mint mark placement that was never repeated afterward, making this set even more interesting because future collectors will always associate the P mark with 2017 alone, which gives the coin an inherent historical charm regardless of errors, but when those errors exist, the coin's allure becomes irresistible, and this is why so many people search through their change, coin rolls, old jars, desk drawers, car compartments and forgotten containers of coins, hoping to find a rare 2017 penny with a mistake so distinct, so unusual and so significant that it can transform an ordinary day into an unbelievable discovery, and it is this sense of possibility that keeps the world of coin collecting alive with excitement and curiosity, because every coin has a story, every minting line has its secrets, and every mistake has the potential to turn into a legend, and the 2017 penny, with its combination of history, mistakes, microscopic details and enormous collector demand, is one of those coins whose legend continues to grow as more people become aware of the treasure that may be hiding in plain sight, and as you explore this story with us today, imagine the countless scenarios in which a coin like this could have been minted, mishandled by machinery, struck incorrectly, created with flawed planchets, struck twice unintentionally, clipped unexpectedly or rolled out of the presses with overlapping details that were never meant to exist, and think of how each of these anomalies tells the tale of a single moment in time when a machine, a die, a planchet and a sequence of events collided perfectly to create an accidental masterpiece worth far more than anyone could have imagined, and it is in this collision of chance and craftsmanship that the value emerges, because collectors appreciate not only rarity but also the story. The accident, the impossibility made real, and when a 2017 penny embodies all of these elements, its worth can reach levels so high that it becomes not just a coin but a historic artifact, a symbol of minting history, a conversation piece for museums, and a prized jewel for private collectors who seek the rarest treasures. And this is why the possibility of a 2017 penny being worth $10 million is not just fantasy but a reflection of what happens when rarity, error, condition, demand, and history align perfectly, creating value beyond calculation and fascination beyond measure, encouraging collectors and everyday explorers alike to keep searching, keep examining and keep believing that the next extraordinary coin discovery might be waiting right in the palm of your hand.